Hello everybody, this is Tyler, also known as Pocket, and welcome back to some more Minecraft. Woohoo! Today's gonna be a bit of a weird episode. So let me just go and do the ooh. This is gonna be a bit of a weird one. Because I've already did everything. Ooh. Ooh. Fine, I'll stop doing that. Anyways, all the episode has been already recorded, and most of it's going to be doing it in post commentary. So, take it away. Me from the future, but I'm also from the future, so it's the future me. Yeah, this is going to get a bit confusing. Alright, so that previous clip was recorded just a tiny bit ago. And to be a bit honest, what I've been doing here is I'm finally putting a roof onto my build that I've been doing here, and I kind of have a reason to not say what it's actually called. It's kind of because I plan on revealing that a bit later. I'm trying to figure out a couple things first before I actually fully get started on trying to get it to, have a name. But as you can see, I end up actually having to go back to get a couple resources out of my room there. I didn't cut down the time-lapse thing over here, and I'm checking this wandering trader because I was looking for something specific, which I actually get later on in this episode. This episode's probably going to be actually pretty long now that I think about it, because I'm doing these recording things in little tiny bits. I'm doing this now, like an hour before I have to start getting ready to go to work. So it's going to be a bit of a meh, because I don't really have anything really planning on talking about. The only thing that I could talk about is how I finally upgraded my rig for the first time, and it has a Ryzen 9 5950X. And that clip was recorded with it. This one still has the old Intel i7 4940 or 4970K. So it's a bit of messy, but now I go from recording to at like the 50 frames as you saw there. I can now record at like 120 to like almost 200, I'm pretty sure. So that's going to definitely make the videos become a whole lot smoother. Because now instead of running from DDR3, I'm going to DDR4, even though DDR5 came out recently. It's being scalped. I'm not going to pay for it. And mostly because most motherboards don't really fully support DDR5 yet. And the one I got didn't support it. And I got mine before DDR5 came out, so yeah. There's no way I could plan for that one. Also, I need to figure out how to turn out the RGB on my RAM because it's hard to go to sleep. I actually had to put my shirt last night over it when I came home from work to go to bed, because that was the only thing I had on hand that could cover it. I probably had to go into the BIOS somewhere, but new motherboard, who dis? Basically that kind of situation. And if you notice that in that chest has a whole bunch of nether bricks, this episode is basically going to be like a sort of like building to resource gathering kind of bit. So hopefully it's a bit more entertaining to watch than the other one, because all the conversation I'm talking about is in post commentary, so I don't have to think about it on the top of my head. If I mess up, I can always just go back, redo the whole recording thing. But like, why would I want to do that, I could just keep on talking and just explaining what I'm doing right now. So basically, I don't have the lore figured out, but there are specific directions that I'm doing here, and they lead up into 4 different elements. North is going to be fire, south is going to be water. I think the purple one is east, which is going to be the end, which is going to be air. And that one right there that I'm currently looking towards is going to be earth. And unfortunately, I don't have any kind of way to get green dye. I go exploring for it in a bit, and it just doesn't work out. There's no desert near me. And I think I'm going to change out that the clear glass with white dyed glass, because I think that might look better in the long run. And honestly, like, I need to figure out, yeah, you can see I'm going to be doing some decorating right here. This is part of the quote-unquote lore for this building. But I go around, I go start trying to put nether stuff in the fire section. I realize that, oh yeah, I need nylium in order to place the mushrooms down. So I go grab some nylium of different kinds, warts. I should have brought a lot more instead of just deciding 2 and 2 and 2, because I'm probably going to change this in a bit. I didn't have it at the time, but I farmed later on in the episode some roots, because there's going to be another nether themed build coming up pretty soon. So hopefully you're going to enjoy me talk about that as well. But yeah, I think I'm going to change the regular glass with white dyed glass, because I think it's going to be just so much better looking. And I really need to go ahead and just get the a building set up for storage and stuff. But that's going to be a bit more of a design focus, because I want it to be automatically sorted, and I don't really have the resources for it. And I kind of don't want to have to resort to iron farming. So, with the end of this clip, take it away. The next version of me that's also going to be the future, so it's the future me. Yeah, I told you this episode is going to get pretty weird. And word has been, this is recorded after directly after that previous one. So thank you, past, future, whatever. Right here, I am excavating a area to hopefully, set up a farm of some sort. You're gonna see in a bit. And I'm counting out how big I want it to be, because I want it to be pretty big with enough room to, be able to walk straight through it. Because it's gonna be a farm slash farm slash hallway sort of thing. That's the word I was thinking of. Yeah, and as you can see, I have Optifine installed. I did that mostly because I wanted to try and get. Yeah, it's black. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna cut this out either. This is like last minute kind of getting stuff ready, because I want to upload videos a lot more often now. Anyways, I took off Forge, and I think I took off Forge. Hopefully I took off Forge and Optifine here, because the black particles was causing all the particles on the screen to be shown as like it's a weird Z-fighting issue that I was having. So I'm gonna have to wait until either Forge or Optifine fixes it. It might be just, I've had it again on this new rig too, so it's a bit weird. I don't know what's causing it. It might be just my graphics card or something. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna dig out this area. It's gonna be a farm of some sort. I still haven't set up the redstone for it. Spoilers. And it looks pretty good in my opinion. Between this clip and one of the other ones, I got more resources because I sort of ran out. Whoops. But I really like the look of it. I had to deal with water here again. This is what happens when you build near an ocean. Or a big lake, actually. It's not an ocean. It's actually just a big lake. So, hopefully, everything turns... Or, hopefully you guys like it. I know everything turns out fine, because I like it. Off of a clip or whatever, I went through with, I went through and, did a couple extra things. You're gonna see in quite a few. Oh, and I want to keep every resource I grabbed here, because, I don't have a lot of cobblestone. Because I don't really go mining on the topper layers. I usually go mining at the deep slate layer, so I don't really have a lot of cobblestone. So I'm trying to keep all the cobblestone and andesite and stuff, because you don't get that down in the depths that often. Well, I say that often, not that much. Not that much is the exact same thing. Don't worry, just ignore me. So what I'm doing here now is counting. Because for some reason my brain was like, oh yeah, pistons can definitely push 15 blocks. No, pistons can push 12 blocks. And funnily enough, right here, it is actually, I think, exactly 12 blocks or something. It was weird. I just randomly cut a hole through someplace and I just got it. And as you can see, I'm putting down soul sand, so it is a Nether Wart farm. This is the nether theme build I was talking about. In order to build that nether tunnel to the blaze spawner so I can start setting up the spawner trap for it, I need to get a lot of nether wart, because I want to build it out of red nether bricks. because I haven't built anything out of red nether bricks. And this is the first time I'm actually really building with the warped wood too, so it's actually turned out pretty decent for what I wanted it to be, at least. And I have a lot of extra nether bricks because I went and did a couple tests underground in the nether to see like how much deep of the ancient debris. I didn't mine any of it up because I want to do it on the episode. But I used some gunpowder. If you like look in between like episodes, you can see like in the where I have all my mob drops that there is a whole lot less gunpowder. Yeah, I used some TNT to blow up an area, and I found 2 ancient debris, but I want to, you know, just mine it up properly in a proper episode and not just in between clips or anything, because it's going to be my first bits of ancient debris. And I already have a plan for how I'm going to use it. So hopefully you look forward to it and don't, you know, get mad at what I plan to use it for. If you could tell from me saying that, yes, it's probably going to get people upset that my first bits of ancient debris, netherite, is going to be used on something that is undesirable. So hopefully everything else turns out fine. Right now, sorry, that was a bit abrupt. I forgot that I need to put the other clip on the timeline when editing this. So what I was talking about is that's how when I ran out of resources. So I'm going to go pick up a couple in between clips. But yeah, nether brick, soul sand, sort of like a fortress feel. Use the stripped warped logs in order for the walls to be good. I used the nether wart blocks that I used from farming the crimson trees to hang some vines on it, as you're going to see in a bit. And then later on, I start making the hallway a bit better by putting some of the nylium on the ground with some nether wart, and I use some of the tall grass that they have in the nether. I forgot what it's called. Warped grass. And I use that to make it, you know, look halfway decent, actually. It's one of my favorite builds of this series so far, and it's only episode 10, so there's going to be a lot more coming where that come from. I still need to get the underneath of the way, but I'm going to do that once I start doing the redstone for the pistons, because it's going to be a bit of a weird system. In between clips, I set up a detector thing to detect the stages and see if actually netherwart gets detected in the detector and stuff. And I figured out that it's 3 items from a full stage. 4 technically if you want to do like the planting. But generally, like, I'm going to have a system to where I plant the netherwart, I press a button, it turns off a light. It starts detecting... It detects netherwart grows from a control thing. And once that happens, it shifts the room and automatically picks up the netherwart, and then the light turns on to tell me to go replant the netherwart. It's a semi-automatic way to do it. And here you can see me getting some more netherwart blocks because I ran out. I put a whole bunch in a composter in between clips. So that was a bit of a bad decision on my part. But at least I got some more of the vines and stuff, so that helps me out quite a bit. Because I had to start farming from the netherwart that I placed down, or the vines that I placed down there, in order to get the effect that I wanted. So, yeah. I might change up the nether bricks a tiny bit using the chiseled nether bricks and like maybe some holes and stuff to make it appear like it's actually like a fortress. Maybe some like fences and stuff, but maybe not. I kind of like how it looks now, and it's gonna be like a relic of this time when I first started learning how to properly build in Minecraft instead of just building cubes and placing down like macerators and enrichment chambers and stuff like that. Anyways, past me, take it back, because you know I had a portion where I'm sort of tired from having to work, and I just found buried treasure. Alright, and now we're going to go ahead and go find this buried treasure that's over this way. It's been bugging me for a while, so let's go ahead and just do it. And I need to head east, apparently. Pretty sure I could do that. Yeah, that's so much better. Because I'm pretty sure it's faced north, so it should be northeast this way. Plus, it might not even be there because the seed changed due to the one of the updates. So hopefully we can. No, I'm getting farther. So that way a bit more. Hold on. Let's see. What happens if I head south? Am I getting farther? Seems like it. The bigger the dot, the closer you are to it. Okay. Let me head this way then. Maybe it's that way. Oop, rotten flesh. Okay, because mostly I want to get it so I can get some moss blocks because I need it for a project I want to do a bit later on. Oh. That kind of spooks me. Oh yeah, and one of the updates sort of broke this farm over here because bees coming out of the hives would, or like when the world loaded, it caused the bees to despawn. Luckily, there were still 2 left after that. But still, it was kind of a thing. When I read the change log, I was like, oh, so that's why I haven't been hearing any of the flutes recently. I wonder when I'm going to reach the border this way. There's a whole bunch of water this way. Do I still have the boat on me? I don't. That looks like it's a big ocean. Weird. I think it's time for us to go swimming. Okay, go ahead and just dive. And hopefully I can find it. Oh, there's World Border 1 and World Border 2 over there. Getting closer. I'm moving. Is it this way? It has to be this way. Jesus, that's a big mountain. When I'm going to get on there properly... Oh, this is like the perfect transition right here. Do I have to head south? Nope, still hasn't started doing the thing. Nope, I got smaller. That means I was heading the wrong direction the whole time that way. Alright. You can't see it there, but... Yes, I'm finally generating some kind of land. I always forget that the slices are the land and not the water. I mean, I guess it makes sense that it would be the water for being clear. Man, this was so far away. Oh, there is a creeper. And I'll just casually just drift in the water. Now let's get out this. The closer I get, I know it's getting kind of hard to see. Okay, now I need it proper. So it's like... Really? Man, okay, fine. I got Heart of the Sea. I got a diamond, gold, iron, TNT, and some fish. Alright, so I know that this is perfectly fine now. I think what I'm going to do now is fill out this map fully, and then I can place it on a trophy item frame, basically. Alright, there's that filled out. Head this way. This is... Yeah, 1 to 2. Okay. Which I mean... I think that means every 1 block is 2 pixels. Or 2 pixels are like 1 block or something. Something right around there. Also, you can very, very clearly see the border as I do this now. And that's the corner. Yeah, you can very, very clearly see the border. Oof. You know, one of these days I should just make a map. And, like, clear... and, like, map the world border that I have here. That wouldn't get me up all the way. Because I think that would be funny. Just to show, like, the area that we have to use. I'd have to build a structure for that, though. Alright, and now it's time for me to head home, which is in this direction, because we live close to 0, 0. So I'll see you back in the next clip of whatever I have left for this episode. I don't know yet. I haven't, edited the first part yet. So I'll see you guys then. Alright, I'll see you in the next clip. Alright, and here's my first attempt at doing something that Mama Jumbo usually does, which is a third-person time-lapse of some sort. And I'm going to keep the audio on because I think that's pretty funny how you can hear me in the distance even though I'm using a camera account. Yes, I specifically bought a camera account. just for this Let's Play. So there's that. And I think this looks pretty cool. I didn't really have a chance to really look at it while I was recording it, but I like this angle. You can kind of see that this is a beach in the middle of a plains that has some cold beach to the left of it. And there's just, ice spikes over that way, but you couldn't see it. Also, the recording actually got a bit framey, so speeding up, actually, you can't really see it, but it kind of got down to like 30 frames per second. Even though this was on my new rig. Yep, this is the first bit on my new rig. This happens the same day I got it to work, which I had to go to work yesterday. So this was yesterday. This is the second day of the rig being alive on New Year's. So you have that. Also, if you look to the, about the middle right, you can see a bobbing thing. Yeah, that's a piece of wood that I had in my inventory. I threw it away. I'm also going to throw away, I think, something else. And I tried my hardest not to pick it up because I wanted it to despawn, but I guess this time-lapse took place just long enough for it not to despawn, because I thought items despawned every 5 minutes, but I guess they probably upped it to 10? Because I don't think during this whole entire thing it has ever despawned. I'm going to try to keep my eye on it, actually. See when it despawns, because I'm pretty sure it was still there when I was done. And this clip took 7 minutes. So, whatever. Oh, and you can see that I'm tossing some stuff out again, because I couldn't pick up all the sand, and I wanted to get a bit more. Alright, next clip time. Future. Well. That is a pleasant surprise. Here. You know what? I'm in such a good mood because of you now. I'm gonna get you 3 cactuses from you. You have made a profit, my good sir. And in this attempt, you will not be killed. Man, that was such a fun episode. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. In the next one, it's gonna go back to normal. Normal commentary and stuff like that, So I hope you guys look forward to that. And specifically, if I want to tease what's coming up to the next one, let's see if I can do this correctly. Nope. If you want to know what's going to happen in the next one, I'm finally going to build that nether tunnel and, start showing you my plans for the place spawner farm. Alright, I'll see you guys then. Take care. Bye-bye.